Recording.
Rolling. Such a cool place. Oh, rocks. Didn't see that coming. Nice and flat.
Yeah.
Are those Petoskey rocks?
Yeah, they're totally different from Porterfield. Those were all round. These are like a old Roman paved road.
I've seen some of those.
Were you wearing your gladiator outfit?
I'm not telling.
Here's a Kent Annis handlebar gauge. Check it, Kent.
It was just barely rubbed.
That passes then.
Wow.
Chris is hung up.
No.
Moto Man.
I touched on both sides. I tried to whip between those two, but I couldn't.
There's some scratched up rocks.
Kyle Miller.
That's right.
It's those beaver bear. They've got sharp claws out here.
The faster I go, the smoother it gets on these rocks.
When we did Hatfield McCoy, Mitch Barnes' brother Glenn came over and he had spikes in his tires, and we were messing with him because he was climbing all the hills and Mitch was just regular tires, so it was a battle who could climb. Well, he took his shirt off to cool down one time, and I was like, "Good God, you're a bear!" So the joke before that was he was leaving
dab
like beaver marks on all the trees.
Oh, Chris is a point up on you, Kent.
And
Ooh.
That's not gonna happen. That won't last.
He dabbed, you didn't.
And so we started calling him Beaver Bear.
Beaver Bear.
It was so funny. Gary Heitzman was on that trip, and Cooster, man, they were, Beaver Bear, that's funny. Hi, Beaver Bear. We had so much fun. Justin was on that trip. I think Chad might have been on it. That might have been the first time I met Chad.
Chadwick.
It was such a good trip.
I like Chad.
I was joking around. Second day, I had some horns off of a Viking helmet, so I taped them to my helmet. Those side-by-side guys love that. Oh, Viking horns!
This is a pretty mature forest, isn't it?
Yeah, so right in this area for sure. Just wonder what their schedule is here for, you know.
If it's on their schedule, they need to take it off.
Yeah.
I'm making a bypass. Very tread lightly bypass.
To the left up here, Chris. To the left.
Okay. Oops. Okay.
Ow! That was my nipple. Ow! God! Reborn. It's on the right.
Yeah.
Hey, it'll grow back.
Ow!
I tried to break it off, but it's too tough. I couldn't.
It's
break it.
it's like a
Todd
whip.
Miller grows back skin. He could probably grow you a nipple and transplant it. I think his leg is still growing.
I'm going to put out a disclaimer on these videos that says if we know you, there's a 99.9% chance you were talked about on these videos. That's our disclaimer.
Yeah. There's probably an 80% chance it's sexting.
Not always.
I know, but my filter is much. It's like the packing in my KTM here. It's not quite what it used to be.
I'm gonna have to pull Jesse off of Kent.
Kim been showing him some love.
Oh yeah, big love.
Oh yeah, that reminds me of a story he told me about you, Jesse, last night off camera.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
First, I probably should meet you, Jesse. I'm sure I have. I just can't. I'm 60 years old now. That shit happens. That stuff happens.
Jesse's one of those behind-the-scenes course guys
I got you.
that you can't trust.
Wait. Is he the son of the fellow that owned
No.
the series? Okay.
No.
He was such a nice fellow, too.
Sam? Yeah.
Are you talking about Hollenkamp?
Well, it was a dad, son, and daughter, right? And a friend.
Well, Hollenkamp had 2 sons and a daughter, right?
Okay,
Kent?
well.
David Price had a daughter and a son.
Okay, well, it could have been either one.
Well, so the daughter was always in the trailer. The son was always either at, because I would help score, like the manual score, call out the numbers.
Yeah.
And I just remember one son being in the scoring area and one probably being out on trail.
Could have been either one of them.
Such a nice family.
Yeah, the guy who was running the scoring, which was David's daughter's boyfriend at the time, now husband,
Okay.
is Warren Fennelson. And Warren went to pharmacy school
Okay.
at UK, but this is interesting, I think. When he got out of, the pharmacy school, instead of going and working in a pharmacy for humans, he got a job as a formulary at one of the big horse farms.
Oh,
For
cool.
one of the big horse farm veterinarians.
Heck yeah, man. That's
So
awesome.
he had a niche, and he was making a bunch of money there. Well, Chewy's, the
Yep.
pet supply places now in Louisville, their pharmacy is. He runs it.
No kid.
He's the top guy.
That's awesome.
He's probably 33, 34 years old.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Smart dude.
One of the fellows that co-founded Circus Bear Racing, the Honda 50s in the wintertime, he's a pharmacist, younger guy, similar story. It's a great profession if you can, pass the test and get in.
Warren was valedictorian in his high school, and I'm not so sure that his girlfriend, David's daughter, wasn't salutatory. So, yeah,
Yeah,
right there. Yeah.
You can control your hours if you go to school. Forget that.
Warren, I don't know, probably 2-3 hours of oversight and training on how to run the scoring system and all that. Done. Never asked another question.
Yeah.
Figured
Did y'all
it out.
use MyLapse?
No.
They use MyLapse.
Okay. That's what we used at Saddleback.
No, we used, it was some guy out of Maryland, used to be in the Navy,
Okay.
and it was his solution.
Gotcha. Yeah. In the ARMA series, the sign-ups were a piece of cake because I always have them send me their membership, so I didn't have to worry about bikes, bike numbers, all that. But dude, to put those classes together, like if your number plate has there's a class for everything. For 2 years,